Hello. Hello. Kind of got a nice little sunny spot here under a tree. I was hoping to go to the swings, but looks like people are there, so I think I might just plant my ass right here on a tree stump. I think it's not bad. So I've had like the last pretty fucking shitty 2 weeks, I guess. My dumbass picked up a pretty bad benzo addiction for like, I don't know, probably around 7 months now. And I wasn't paying too much attention because it started when I was in like a rough financial situation, and I needed something to like get me the push that I needed to go out there, get a job, and hold that job, because anxiety was really preventing me from doing as much as I could have and I should have. I just kept rolling with it because it was keeping me going, and the job I got was extremely physically taxing. It was like a 2-hour commute there for like 3 hours of work, and then a 2-hour commute back, which was a pain in the ass, but it was the only thing that was available. It's been increasingly difficult to find work in this town. And my boss was fucked in the head, really. Very toxic, manipulative person. Just dealing with all of that was it was exhausting. I'm not one to do well in those kinds of situations to begin with. It was tiring, and having that chemical blanket to just kind of keep my emotions in check it allowed me to continue going forwards through that. But then even she ended up crumbling under the pressure of the whole business that she was running, and she went out of business and I was out of a job again. And that sucked. But I guess it was a blessing in disguise too, because I don't think there was any good that was going to come from that situation. But trying to find work after that has only been more difficult, and all of that is really stressful because I got college coming up, and trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay for all of that is just downright abysmal to think about. So try not to think about it too much, but it's hard with my neurotic brain that's always trying to throw whatever stressors are happening in my circumstances always to the forefront and blow things up to be way bigger than they are, because in reality I don't really have much control over anything that's going on. But it's hard to keep that in the forefront of my consciousness when I feel like there's a culture here that is like everything is in your hands, and you have the power to fix your situation, which is certainly true to some degree, but at the same time sometimes life just gives you the middle finger, and you have to also learn to deal with that and get yourself back up on your feet when it kicks you down. And sometimes it just isn't your fault. That's okay. It's hard for me not to blame myself for that and feel down upon myself, feel defeated. And once I lost that chemical blanket, I did it deliberately. I chose to put myself in withdrawal because I felt something needed to change. It might have been a little bit of hubris on my behalf, because I definitely couldn't have foresaw how difficult it was going to be to face the full force of all the tension that I was trying to bury underneath. That was just a doozy. I quickly grew violently physically sick. I just felt like I was having a perpetual panic attack, and I think I was just on the verge of losing it and spiraling out of control. And that was exhausting. I couldn't get out of bed much, but I had to, because my mother's been sick, and I've had to take care of her work for her, and so I didn't really have a choice but to keep moving. My body felt like it was going to give out at any moment, and I just kept going. I had to, and I'm glad that I did, and it showed me that I had more strength than I thought I did. That's been stressful too, because she's been feeling pretty defeated as well with her sickness. It's like a surgery gone wrong, leading to a pretty bad infection that isn't healing, and it's in her foot, so she's really out of commission, can't really do her work properly, so I have to take care of that for her. Well, today's the first day that I'll manage to grab some meds, and now I can just process what's been going on. Just take some time to reflect and talk about it, because when my anxiety gets too bad, I kind of get into a state of just kind of nonverbal existence, borderline catatonic, where I just can't do much at all. It's especially hard for me to talk honestly about what's going on. It feels overwhelming, just too many thoughts racing. It isn't like grounded thinking that's going on in my head. It's very extreme. It's very it's just not a good reflection of how things really are. So I tend to just shut up and not talk to anybody about what's really going on. And I feel guilt about it, because I don't want to burden anybody with what's going on inside my head. But I know that too is it's just a faulty mental construction, because it's just as much of a burden to isolate yourself from other people and not share your circumstances. And even being able to talk about things honestly is something that can be very relieving for other people, especially in this world where people are constantly trying to hold a facade up, and everyone feels like they need to maintain this appearance of being functional and alright. But it's not really like that, right? When everyone's suffering, it's not easy. It takes a lot of strength to go against that grain, because it's so deeply wired in everyone's nervous system, really. I've never been too good at pretending. I do better at just isolating myself and hiding. Like, it's been a while since I've even been able to like show my face outside. It's because in that like high anxiety state, high shame, it's I don't want to be seen. I don't want to make eye contact with people because I know that people can see the tension. And though they might not understand what's really going on, they can see, they can feel the tension. But today, at least, we have respite for the first time. It feels like since I can remember that the last week or so was so long that it felt like there was no time before that. And to have some sort of clarity again it's miraculous. It's grace. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be able to speak at all. Still, there were a lot of times during that week where I really didn't think I was going to make it. But we're still here. I'm grateful for that. Managed a whole 7 days. And that's longer than any break I took over the last 7 months. So that's a triumph, really.